Okay, so I was hoping to do a couple more recordings to continue my story, but as per usual, something's been thrown in my way. Today I took my kids to the exchange point as per our court order and fought with my son to try and get him to go to his dad. His dad didn't waste any time to start swearing and bashing me and yelling at his partner in the vehicle where my daughter was. She did go to him, and she was inside the car, and he made a huge deal about the fact that my son wasn't going. So my ex started getting really impatient. I'm fighting with my son. I'm trying to convince him to go. I am trying to give him reasons to go. And he just flat out refused. My ex was slamming doors, cussing. I guess at one point he was also trying to get his partner to get out of the vehicle to help with the exchange. Honestly, I don't understand why she even attends exchanges if she's not going to try and help. My mom tries, but she does have a really bad neck, and fighting with my son, she's kind of hurt herself last time, and she's scared to hurt herself even more. But she has been there for support and to try and help, and at least to have another set of eyes in case he does end up going off again. So after about a half hour outside, I was getting cold. My son was getting cold. I was concerned that he might be getting frostbite on his cheeks because he was crying so much, and it is cold outside. Today is very cold. So we went inside the Tim Hortons that we were doing our exchange by, and he had to go to the bathroom. We went to the bathroom. He warmed up a little bit, and then I got him back outside where my mom was still waiting. She was really trying to make sure that my ex wasn't going to leave without his son. And my ex at this point chose to stay in the vehicle. He wasn't going to try and help get him. Actually, even before we went into the Tim Hortons, there was an Amazon vehicle backing up. And my son was like, "Oh, what's that noise?" And I kind of told him. And he was entranced with watching this vehicle back up. So my mom and I started walking backwards away from him, hoping my ex would run up and grab him, because my ex won't come near me because of his probation orders. Gave him an opportunity, and he didn't even fucking move. Didn't even try to grab him. My son then realized that I had backed up, flipped out, and ran to me. So anyways, when we came back out, because my mom was still outside, my ex sat in his car the whole time running. The vehicle was running the whole time, and refused to aid in the exchange. I fought with my son for another 15 minutes before he was complaining his toes were frozen. And I don't need him to get frostbite or anything like that. So I took him back into the Tim Hortons, and at this point, I'm like, I don't know what else to do. I ended up calling the non-emergent police line, and I'm like, I need advice. This is the whole situation. What am I supposed to do? Answered all their questions, gave them whatever details they needed, and I said, okay, well, we've warmed up a little bit. I need to try and get him back out and try and do this exchange. They said that the next available car in the area they were going to send, because of the situation with the probation and him being very aggressive. He was slamming doors and everything. They wanted to send a police officer to aid in this. And I said, okay, no problem. I went outside. My ex exited his vehicle, told my son he had the next 30 seconds to get in the vehicle. Otherwise, he was leaving. My mom didn't want him to leave, but then it got to the point where he's slamming doors and everything. And I'm feeling horrible for my daughter, because at this point, we've hit an hour. We've been doing this dancing game for an hour. And my son was terrified that my ex was going to punish him for not going to him.